The man on dialysis who refuses to quit from Ohio because of his children, started taking it one step at a time. Until today, he writes, life will not be perfect. He says, he used to struggle, but your episode about resilience reminded me, life will not be perfect, but your courage can be. I started keeping a journal, celebrating small victories, a good dialysis session, a day without nausea, the smile of my daughter when I come home. Every session is a battle, but every day I survive is a victory. Strength isn't about what you endure alone. It's about keeping yourself present and fighting for the life you can still live. Then we had the mother managing diabetes without insurance. Very, very common. Whether it's heart attack or any other disease, I'm very big with diabetes, hypertension, those silent killers, those things that we can quickly take care of with little remedies. And we're going to talk about all of those. She says some nights she will have to, we portion her insulin just to make it work. She's struggling. But then she said, but I'm not giving up. I've learned to cook meals from scratch, walk daily, rely on local clinics that offer sliding scales. Every time I measure my blood pressure, my blood sugar, and see improvement, I feel hope. You taught me that strength is not the absence of fear, but the courage to continue despite it. I'm learning to fight for my life and to fight for the small moments with my children that make it all worth it. Then the woman facing cancer without support. My best friend died of cancer, and I'm still going through that. It's not an easy thing. And now you have support, okay? So please make sure you write back. You reach out to me. As I'm reaching out, you're writing back, and we're walking this journey together. We're making sure that we go through chemo, that we are doing the right thing, and that we are praying together because our faith is that important. We talk about faith. And she writes at the end, the treatments are hard, the day is long, but I'm surviving, I'm becoming. Every scar, every bruise, every tear is proof that strength is not the absence of struggle. It is a will to continue despite it. Then the man rebuilding after erectile dysfunction affected his marriage. Very common problem. This is a man from Florida, very common from both sides, whether it's your wife, it's your husband, the decreased libido, we know with the stressors of the world, with some diseases that we have, we might suffer from erectile dysfunction, we might feel less of a man, we might feel that our husbands are not satisfying us, or maybe just being a woman and taking care of the house and work and everything, and you don't feel like you can enjoy lovemaking, you can enjoy being a wife or enjoy your matrimonial responsibilities. But he writes that his connection with his wife kind of crumbled. I was ashamed, I withdrew, I almost gave up. But I remember something your podcast said, healing begins where shame ends. I sought therapy. I talked to my wife honestly without excuses. We explored intimacy beyond sex. And slowly, piece by piece, trust and closeness returned. It isn't perfect. It's not. It will never be perfect. It may never be perfect. But we are rebuilding together. I'm learning that strength is vulnerability and courage is showing up for love even when it hurts. The silent struggle of a single life at 40. That's around our age group. Sometimes, maybe we had a family and now we find ourselves with single, divorced, or some of us, we've never been married, maybe never had a boyfriend, and now we have no children, there's nothing. Society keeps reminding you, everywhere you go, it's for kids, it's for couples, it's for this. You start to feel a type. But here's what this lady writes. I'm 40 years old, single and childless. Every birthday, every holiday, every family gathering reminds me of what society says I should have. A husband, children, a conventional life. Sometimes I feel like a failure just for existing on my own. But in the quiet moments, I've discovered something else. I cherish my friendships that feel like chosen family. I finally picked up hobbies I love without compromise. And I've embraced my career in ways I never could have if I had been following the script. Still, the loneliness creeps in. Watching couples and parents sometimes make me ache for a life I never had. But I'm learning that fulfillment doesn't always come in traditional forms. My life is mine, messy, imperfect, and for the first time, let's see where. For the first time, I feel like I am becoming my own person. I am so proud of you, girl. And when it's right, when it's God's time, when it's your vision, when it's your own plan, you are going to, all that you desire will come to you at that particular time. Now, I'll read a couple more from here before we end. Let's see. Talked about the man with erectile dysfunction, the woman who escaped addiction. I do want to talk about this. From Colorado, for years, I was trapped in alcoholism. I drank to numb grief, shame, and fear, and I lost everything: friends, jobs, self-respect. I kept telling myself, I'll quit tomorrow, but tomorrow never came. Then I heard your episode on resilience. Something inside me stirred. I made the call to rehab, and the hardest call of my life. The first day, sober felt impossible. The second day, unbearable. But slowly, each day, built on the last. I'm 18 months sober now. I have rebuilt relationship, found work I love, and I discovered joy I didn't think I deserved. I was going to quit a few weeks ago until I ran into your podcast. And that word, resilience, and forgiving myself gave me the strength to keep going. Becoming means reclaiming life piece by piece. It's worth every struggle. The father supporting a child with special needs. We all have one of those. Or I had, my last son was born, they said delayed speech, and it was hard. We talk about those, and he's okay now. And we're going to keep talking about those things because they never go away. We're all in this together, and we'll get out of it together. But he, the father, right. My son has autism. For years, I tried to force him into a mold society expected him to fit. Therapy sessions, parent guides, unsolicited advice on strangers. I tried it all, and it wore both of us down. Then I listened to your episode about acceptance. I realized that true love is not about molding a child. It's about supporting their pace, celebrating their victories, and letting them shine in their own way. That's what I had to do with JJ. And I got him all the resources, and he's okay. Your son is going to be okay. Let's keep working. I learned to cheer him on for every single success, every word spoken, every skill mastered. Seeing him smile with pride when he accomplishes something on his terms. That's becoming in his form. I'm learning that the greatest strength is patience and presence. The woman who rebuilt confidence after a job loss. This is from California. She tells us, I lost my job, but I heard your, she said, I heard your episode on resilience, on becoming. I believe today I earn more than I ever did before. And I feel resilience I didn't know I had. Becoming means learning that every ending carries a seed of growth, and that sometimes losing everything is the first step towards truly finding yourself. You are so true, and we are so proud of you. Lastly, I do want to talk about this. The teenager who pursued a dream despite poverty or the parents' pressure. She felt she wanted to go into music, and parents wanted her to be a lawyer, doctor, or engineer. They wanted something bigger for her, but she didn't feel that way. And she's from Mississippi. She writes, I've always loved music, but family didn't want that. And she said, she used to use old keyboards, go out to other places, and she would play her music. Then she listened to my podcast. And when I say passion is persistence in disguise, I realized that I didn't need perfect conditions to keep trying. I started becoming at local events, small caves, and neighborhood gardens. People noticed. I dreamed bigger, imagining a scholarship abroad, a life where my music could matter. Becoming is not waiting, it's trying, no matter how broken or incomplete the tools are. And we have many, many, many stories. Every single one of them I read and internalized because you're that special. We read those few, and I'll tell you this today. Your story is powerful. It started with mine, it ends with ours. Very powerful. Once we share, like you, hundreds of you have shared, you give someone else the power to keep going. Thank you so much for sharing. As we end season 1, we're moving on to season 2, which is what we're going to become. We started becoming, now we're going to become something together. Don't stop writing, don't stop sharing, because those letters are important to me, and I do follow up. So here's what I have to say. You shared your stories with honesty, with courage, with vulnerability. And if season 1 taught us anything, it is this: every story has the power to unlock another person's future. This season, we heard from people who survived heartbreak, crossed borders, rebuilt their lives from the ground up, people who chose hope when hope didn't choose them. And maybe, just maybe, someone listening today will find their own second chance because of your letter. So, as we close season 1, I want to leave you with this: you are not done becoming. You are not done becoming. The story you are living right now is already inspiring someone else. It inspired me. And if you ever forget that, come back to this episode 5. Listen again to the voices we heard today, and there are many more. Thank you for trusting us with your stories. Thank you for walking this journey of becoming with me and the cast. And thank you for being part of the Gemma Voice family. Season 1 was about where I came from and ended with where we all came from. And so season 2 will be about where we are all going. Until then, Gemma Jones, keep becoming. I am extremely proud of all of you and those who are joining the family. If you haven't already, please comment, like, subscribe, and share. We are building a movement and we are healing together. Please, please stick with me. Keep writing, keep sending your letters, keep commenting, keep sharing, because your voice is powerful. You are going to become in episode 2. It's all about what you like, and we will continue to grow together, turn pain into purpose, and become the best version of ourselves. Thank you so much. It has been an absolute honor and pleasure to go through season 1 with you. Thank you. Your girl, Germination. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.